everyone, and welcome back to episode 4 of Quiz Show, where we still do not have podiums for our contestants, but it's okay. They're chilling out here in their chairs. I'm glad to be back as myself, although Chris did a great job here last week, and so did Matt and Matt and Matt and Matt. But we're back for a normal show this week. Halloween is over. The Christmas holidays are coming up, but you guys know the drill. We're just going to get right into it. We've got a great game for you today. We've got Thomas returning today. We've got Daniel. We've got Tom. Say hi, guys.
What's up? Hello.
You guys excited to get into it?
Of course. Absolutely.
All right, you guys know the drill. Let's get your phones out. Let's get ready for our first buzzer question. We're just going to get right into the show today. First question of the night I have for you, from the category of movies, I ask you, which actor recently starred as Elvis Presley in Baz Luhrmann's Elvis? Buzzers are live. Thomas was quick with that one.
His name's Austin something. I'm trying to think. Austin.
Need a first and last name.
I saw it too, which is the worst part.
Gonna need a guess, Thomas?
Not coming from
No
me.
guess?
Yeah,
no
no.
guess. All right, buzzers are opening back up in case Dan or Tom want to crack at that one. Doesn't seem like either of them do.
I didn't see it.
All right. No points for anyone on that one. Thomas, you're going to be kicking yourself. That was Austin Butler. You were right about Austin.
I knew it.
But I'm going to clear your buzzer. You got one more for this round here. Coming to you from music, I ask you, which artist is famously known for their moonwalk? Thomas was, again, quick with the buzzer on that one.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson is, of course, the correct answer. So we are moving on to our round one here. You guys can put your buzzers away for now. We'll break those out later. But round one for tonight, we are starting off with history. Mystery Thomas, I'm coming to you first. You guys know how this works. I ask you, according to rumor, which U.S. president got stuck in a bathtub?
Do I write it down or do I say it out loud?
You can just say it out loud.
All right. Grover Cleveland.
Cleveland is a good guess, unfortunately incorrect, so Daniel gets a chance to steal.
I'm gonna say William Howard Taft.
William Howard Taft is the correct
Wait,
answer.
what? Really?
Yes. According to a very famous rumor, he was too large to get out of his bathtub, and that is what he will forever be remembered by, unfortunately. But Daniel, I'm coming right back to you for your own question.
Damn.
I ask you, Australia once declared war against which species of bird?
The emus.
Emus is correct. Emus would have been a whole different, war. Yes.
Yeah, no, they.
Yes, this giant flightless bird. They found the need to fight with actual artillery and soldiers, but
And
They're-
I heard they lost.
probably they're all upside down over there. Tom, I'm coming to you for your first question of the night from history. I ask you, who is the world's first billionaire?
Would that be Andrew Carnegie?
That is a good guess, but unfortunately incorrect. So Thomas gets a chance to steal.
First billionaire. I don't even have a guess.
No guess. Tom was in the right era. We're looking for John D. Rockefeller. Yep. Same era. But Thomas, I'm coming right back to you for some redemption here. Sticking with history, I ask you, new studies have shown that which great conqueror might well have accidentally been buried alive?
I'm just gonna guess Alexander the Great.
Alexander the Great is the correct guess. You get those points there, yes. I'm not sure what that study, I don't know if that's
It's the
how
only
accurate
conqueror
that is.
I knew, so.
Hey, he was a great conqueror.
How would they know he was buried alive?
Yeah, it's not like he's going to come out and tell us anytime
Exactly.
soon. Daniel, I'm coming to you for your last history question of the night. I ask you, which philosopher, who is famous for his theorem on right triangles, was the first to propose that the Earth was round?
I want to say Galileo.
Galileo is unfortunately incorrect, so Tom gets a chance to steal
Would
here.
that be Pythagoras?
Pythagoras would be it.
Oh, right triangle.
Famous for his
oh
right
my God,
triangle.
right
Yes,
triangle. I can't.
Pythagorean
I
theorem.
looked over that.
But Tom, you get a chance to put even more points on the board here to finish out history. I ask you, how long was Liz Truss the prime minister?
44 days.
44 days is the correct answer. She has been held the position for the shortest amount of time of all prime ministers. So congrats to her for that one, I guess. We're moving on from history on to literature, moving quick here. Thomas, I'm starting with you.
All right.
I ask you, in the Percy Jackson series, Annabeth is the daughter of which Greek goddess?
I've never read any of these.
That's going to make this much tougher to answer then.
I'm gonna say Medusa.
Medusa is unfortunately incorrect, so Daniel gets a chance to steal.
What was Zeus's wife again? I forgot.
I guess?
It's on the tip of my tongue. Zeus's wife, I know.
You got a name? Gonna need a guess,
I
but remember
kn-
there's no negative points here in rounds 1, 2, and 3.
I know. Helena. I want to say Helena.
Helena is unfortunately incorrect. We're looking for Athena.
There we
Being
go.
a different goddess. But I'm coming right back to you, Daniel. Your own literature question. I ask you, where was the heart hidden in Edgar Allan Poe's A Telltale Heart?
Under the Floorboards.
Under the Floorboards is the correct answer. Real spooky story about a man
Trust me.
eaten by his own
My
guilt.
my own heart was pounding
Yeah.
when I first read it.
Tom, I'm coming to you for your own literature question now. I ask you, which novel, set mostly in the World War II era Germany, has death as the narrator of the story?
Oh, jeez. I don't know. Saving Private Ryan? I don't.
Saving Private Ryan is unfortunately incorrect, so Thomas gets a chance for the steal here.
Oh, it just came up. I saw
Would you
it.
have known that?
No.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Tom's going to be honest here. Wouldn't have known that. It is The Book Thief.
I feel like I've heard of it.
Yeah, it was adapted into a movie pretty recently. It's about, I believe, a girl stealing books back from the Nazis in World War II when they were trying to burn books.
Oh yeah,
But-
I think I.
Yeah, me
so-
Yeah, real
Yeah,
famous
I wouldn't
one.
have gotten that. Anyway. I wouldn't have known that.
Well, let's see if you would have gotten this one. Coming to you for your own question, Thomas. See, which Becky Albertalli, I don't know how to say that name, book was adapted into the film Love, Simon in 2018?
See, I knew that movie was based on a book, but I just assumed the book was also called Love, Simon.
Is called something else. I'll give you at least that much as a hint.
I have no clue.
No guess?
Yeah.
Daniel, you get a chance to steal here.
I have never heard of Becky Albertani and no Love Simon.
Love, Simon. No guess?
No.
Book was called Simon versus the Homo sapien Agenda. So yes,
Oh.
I also thought it was just called Love, Simon,
Yeah, that's
but
what I would
much
assume.
longer. But Daniel, you get a chance for some redemption here. I ask you, which Shakespeare play has the quote, "The course of true love never did run smooth"?
Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet is a Shakespeare play, but unfortunately not the one we were looking for. Tom gets a chance to steal.
The only other one I know is Hamlet.
Hamlet is also a Shakespeare play, also unfortunately incorrect. Answer was A Midsummer Night's Dream. Yes, but Tom, I'm coming right back to you to finish out the literature category, finish out round one here. For 100 points, I ask you, Newspeak is the fictional language in which classic novel?
I got to read more books. I have no idea. I don't know. Christmas Carol?
Christmas Carol is unfortunately incorrect, so Thomas gets a chance to steal.
Newspeak. Newsies. I don't know.
Newsies is also
Close.
unfortunately incorrect. The answer is George Orwell's 1984. That's
Never read.
there. Yeah, it's a fictional book about a dystopian future. So, the end of round one here, we'll take a look at the scores. In first place here, we have. In first place, we have Tom with 300. Daniel's close behind with 200. Thomas is down to 125, but don't worry, we still have round two. Points are worth more. We've got two more toss-up questions coming up, and then that final wager round at the end. So, if you guys want to get your buzzers back out, we've got another buzzer round coming up for slightly less points here. So, we are back to buzzer round if you guys want to get your phones out. So, for our first buzzer question of round two, excuse from Sports and Games, what is the name of the trophy awarded to a hockey team after they win the NHL Finals? Buzzer live. Thomas was quick with that one. Thomas, you were first.
The Stanley Cup.
Stanley Cup is the correct answer. Big hockey fan, Thomas?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. To clear your buzzers, we've got one more buzzer question for the night. I ask you from the category of TV. Actor Aaron Paul portrays Jesse Pinkman in which TV series? Dan was quick with that one.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad is the correct
I
answer.
know because I just finished it.
Just finished it. How is that? I've heard good things about it.
It was. I feel like it was a little overhyped. If you guys are against that, all right, you can just don't come for my head, please.
Yeah, I hear the studio complaining about that one.
Yes, I feel like it's overhyped, but it was pretty good. Yes.
It's all right. That opinion is only going to live forever on the internet.
Yes.
But that's all right. So,
Yes,
moving
it's
on.
only gonna live forever.
Yeah, to movies now. From movies, this is worth 200 points each. Thomas, I'm coming to you to start off round two. I ask you, in the Harry Potter films, what are non-magical people referred to as?
Oh,
Daniel wants to
Muggles.
steal. Yep, Muggles is the correct answer. Movie and book series as well. Daniel, you get your own question here for movies. I ask you, what was the college that Peter, MJ, and Ned all wanted to attend in Spider-Man No Way Home?
MIT.
MIT is the correct answer. Massachusetts Institute of Technology. So with that correct answer, Tom, we are moving on to you for your own question. I ask you, which upcoming Netflix sequel is scheduled to have a one-week theatrical release, before releasing on the streaming service?
I have no idea. Stranger Things?
Stranger Things is unfortunately incorrect, so Thomas is getting a chance for a steal here.
trying to think of a movie that's getting a sequel. I don't know.
Not sure?
Not sure, yeah.
A little tricky because Netflix did not have the rights to the original, but they are producing the sequel. That answer is Glass Onion, the Knives Out sequel with what's his name? James Bond.
Knives Out sequel,
Chris
right?
Evans is in it, yeah.
Yeah, but who's the
first
one that
one.
plays the guy is James Bond, Daniel something.
Daniel Craig.
Brad.
Daniel
Craig,
Craig, yes,
yeah,
thank
yeah.
you.
Craig,
He,
yeah.
He's reprising his role, yes.
Yeah.
So, Thomas, I'm moving on to you for your own question here. I ask you, which family Halloween film received a Disney Plus sequel nearly 3 decades after the original film's release?
That would be Hocus Pocus.
That would be Hocus Pocus, just received. First one was 93, I believe, and the second one was 2022. Cute movie, a lot of Walgreens ads for some reason. But I don't know, you think they'd have enough budget to just not do a giant sponsorship,
I
but
know, right?
whatever. Daniel, I'm coming to you for your own movie question. I ask you, according to a rumor by director Gary Ross, which Jennifer Lawrence film had a swear jar on set? These are a little tougher as we go
I
out.
don't know
throughout
any
the game.
Jennifer Lawrence movies.
No Jennifer Lawrence movies, no
You
guess?
definitely know one.
Do I?
You definitely know one. Yeah.
I do.
You'll probably know it once you hear it. Any guess, or do we got to move on to
Oh,
Tom?
Move on. Move on.
Move on. Tom, you get a chance to steal here.
I'll try the Hunger Games.
Hunger Games is the correct answer.
I
the
didn't
only
know
one I
Jennifer
know.
Lawrence played in that.
Yeah,
Yes, that was
she's
like one of
Katniss.
her
Oh,
first
really?
big roles. Katniss Everdeen. Apparently, according to that rumor, she filled up more than half the jar herself. Yes, but Tom, we're gonna finish off movies with you. I ask you for 200 points. Which actor lent his voice to Buzz Lightyear in the 2022 Pixar film about the titular space ranger?
Oh my God. Is it Chris Pratt?
Chris Pratt is unfortunately incorrect, so Tom gets a
Mario.
chance to
That's the
steal.
Mario.
Thomas.
The other,
That's Mario.
The other Chris Evans.
It is
wrong
one of the other
Chris.
Chris's. Chris Evans is the correct answer. Not oh, now I'm blanking on another name. The original Buzz Lightyear.
Oh,
Oh.
it wasn't Tim Allen.
It was Tim Allen.
Oh, was
Right.
it?
It was not Tim Allen in the 2022 movie because he went kind of crazy, but it was him in the originals. But we're moving on from movies into TV. So from TV, Thomas, starting with you, I ask you still for 200 points. Which actor was originally known for starring in skit comedy shows, but now directs critically acclaimed horror films?
I'm trying to think of his last name. Key Peele, right? K Peele.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, incorrect. Daniel, you get a chance to steal here.
Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele
Oh.
is the correct answer. He and Peele
When he said
I put it
Peele,
together, I
he,
put it
he
together.
gave
are
it
the
away
two
when he said
people.
Peele.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are two different people. Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
But you're on the right track.
Yeah.
But Daniel, after that steal, you get a chance for your own question now. I ask you, the Netflix teen drama Young Royals takes place in which country?
I want to say England.
England's a good guess, but it unfortunately is incorrect, so Tom gets a chance to steal here.
I'll say France.
France, also a good guess, also unfortunately incorrect. The answer is Sweden. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's a Swedish series, but I might be wrong about that because I hadn't heard of it before today.
No,
But
neither.
yeah, Tom, after that, you get a chance for your own TV question. I ask you, which actor was the last of the 5 main cast members to join It's Also Sunny in Philadelphia?
I've never seen the show, but all I know is Danny DeVito.
Is that your final guess?
Yes.
Danny DeVito is the correct answer. Did not join until the second season. The other 4 were there from the beginning. So you get those points there. But Thomas, we're moving on to you for the last 3 TV questions. Starting with you, I ask you, Parks and Recreation takes place in a fictional Midwestern town. Which one is it?
I know this.
Misread
It's
that
like-
question, but he gets it.
It's Pawnee, right? Pawnee in Indiana.
Pawnee, Indiana is the correct answer. We were just talking about Parks and Rec before the shoot too, and I made a mental note. I said, I wonder if he'll
It's a
remember
really
that.
good show.
I like Parks and Rec a lot.
Yeah, no, it was
Pretty good
good.
thing.
It got a little confusing towards the end because like a lot of things.
Everyone
changed.
left. Hot take, and I've said this on the show before. It's better than The Office.
I
It's a
agree.
better show than The
I agree.
Office.
It gets
I'm putting
competitive.
that out there. I
It's-
put it out there
it's-
before.
It's same, but for me it's the same.
It's the same. That's fair. That's fair. Daniel, I'm coming to you for your own question now from TV. Your last of the night. I ask you, which is the longest-running television game show?
I want to say Jeopardy.
Jeopardy is a good guess, but unfortunately incorrect. So Tom gets a chance to steal.
It's a quiz show. No, I'm just kidding.
I wish, dude.
That's what I was thinking.
No, it's Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune, also a good guess, also unfortunately incorrect. The Price is Right is the correct answer.
That was
Jeopardy-
my
guess.
second
Yeah,
guess.
Jeopardy was on for a couple years from the late 60s to the early 70s. Then they took a break and started back up in 84, I believe, with Alex Trebek. And they're still running right now. Price is Right started in, I believe, 79.
May he rest in peace. Yeah.
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
rest in peace.
Tom, I am coming to you for the last TV question of the night. I ask you, what is HBO's most watched show of all time, according to them?
Oh, I have no idea. The only thing I watch in there is Family Guy, so
Family Guy, unfortunately
Wait, Family
incorrect.
Guy's on HBO?
I thought it was.
HBO Max, maybe.
Yeah, HBO Max. Yeah.
I'm asking you, Thomas, for the steal here.
There's 2 shows I'm thinking of. I think it's either The Sopranos or Euphoria. I'm going to go with The Sopranos.
Sopranos, unfortunately, it is neither of those. Euphoria is the second most. You're going to kick yourself when you hear this. First most watched is Game of Thrones.
Oh,
also
I forgot that was
HBO.
on HBO.
Yeah, so at the end of round 2 there, we'll take a look at the scores before moving into round 3. The end of round 2, as it stands, we have Tom in second place with 700. Thomas has jumped into first place with 950. Dan is not too far behind with 625. Remember, These next rounds are worth a little more points. They're worth 400 each, so it is a one-score game. Plus, we've got that wager at the end. But before we move on to round 3, let's get to know our contestants a little bit more. Thomas, I'm coming to you first.
Yeah.
You know a little bit about how this is done. You were on Quiz Show before, correct?
Yeah,
And you won?
I won. Yeah, so I was on last year.
You were on in-person Quiz Show.
Yeah, in-person quiz show went pretty well. I was leading going into the final Jeopardy, and then I just didn't really wager anything, which was kind of lame, but
Played it safe.
got me the win. So.
Are you thinking if you're in the lead right now, if you continue into the lead as we go into that final wager round, are you thinking you're going to employ the same strategy or mix it up a little bit?
I'm gonna say mix it up just because I don't want my competitors to know my strategy.
You know what? That's totally fair. I respect that. Dan, I'm coming to you next. Dan, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What year are you in school? What are you studying
I
here?
am a freshman. I am from Pleasantville, New York, and I am a cybersecurity major.
Cybersecurity major. So are you doing anything with film, television as a minor or anything?
No, I'm just doing this for fun.
Just for fun,
I
all right.
like it.
You did broadcast club in high school, I believe, right?
Not broadcast club, but we had our own school news or whatever that I was the anchor of.
Schools. What do you like more, that or this?
Pretty hard to decide.
Hard to decide.
Because they're both fun. I like doing both.
That's a good neutral answer. I
That was
respect
the right answer.
That's the right
The
answer.
correct answer.
That's the right answer.
Correct answer.
Tom, last but not least, I'm coming to you. Tell me a little bit about yourself. How does it feel being the second Tom on this show? Where you're from? What year are you?
Well, it feels great, honestly. I'm enjoying this so far. I think it's great. Tom Kilroy, though, from West Milford, New Jersey, small town in the middle of nowhere, North Jersey. Business major, concentration in marketing, sports comm, and history minor, so I'm everywhere.
Sports comm. All right, so I will ask you, the last two categories we got coming up in round 3, we've got music and sports and games. You think sports and games might have a little bit of an edge because you're a sports comm guy, or?
Maybe yes and no. I don't want to sell myself short, but I also don't want to overexceed expectations. But so I guess so. Yeah, depends on what the sport is. So.
Again, totally fair. What do you think if we had to choose a sport or game? What do you think is probably your strongest?
Football, 100%.
Football, for sure. All right. Well, we'll see. Hopefully, there's some football questions coming up. But for now, as we move on to round 3, we are going to start off tonight with music. So from music, Thomas, I ask you, what song is used in the intro of the HBO Max show Peacemaker? Remember, these are going to be tougher because they are worth 400 points each.
I never watched Peacemaker, so
Good show, worth a watch.
I don't even have a guess. I have no clue.
No guess? That's all right. Dan, I'm coming to you for the steal.
Wanted to watch it, never got a chance, so I have no idea.
No idea, no guess. The answer is Do You Want to Taste It by Wigwam. Obscure 80s track, but the intro is great. It's all the characters doing this complicated, real James Gunn type dance routine. Catchy song, though. But Dan, I'm coming to you for your own question here from music. I ask you, which Young Thug song sampled Rocket Man by Elton John?
Sampled Rocket Man. What do you mean by that?
Sampled meaning took a part of Rocket Man, put it into his own song.
Yeah, no, I don't really listen to Young Thug.
So these ones I said are going to be a little tougher.
Oh. I don't know. I don't remember any of his songs.
No guess? That's
No.
all right. Tom, we're coming to you for the steal here.
I don't also listen to Young Thug. I'm in the same boat as you. The only one I know that did was Levitating, I think it was Dua Lipa. I think made that one, but that was it.
Levitate.
That is
Yes.
not even Young Thug. So.
That is not a Young Thug song, correct? So unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. We were looking for High, featuring obviously Elton John. I'm with you guys.
Yeah, no clue.
Yeah. No
not a
idea.
big fan. Tom, we are coming to you now with your own music question. So which song by artist Kid Cudi was featured in Sonic the Hedgehog 2?
Would that be Day and Night? That's the only one I know.
Day and Night is a Kid Cudi song. Is unfortunately not the one we were looking for. So Thomas, I'm coming to you for a potential steal.
I know the song. I know it was original for the movie.
Yes.
I know it had a really bad album art cover of him photoshopped into a Robotnik ship.
Real on brand for Sonic, I guess.
In the chorus, it goes I'm home, so I'm gonna go with home.
Home, that's not a bad guess. We're looking for Stars in the Sky.
Yeah.
Yes, it was original for the Sonic soundtrack. But I'm coming right back to you, Thomas, for your own question. I ask you, what is the name of Kid Cudi's 2022 animated Netflix special? Another Kid Cudi question.
Big Cudi fan over
Yeah.
Rose. Intergalactic or something like that.
Can I get a little more pronounced?
Intergalactic.
Intergalactic
Yeah.
is
Getting-
the correct
Are
answer.
you getting a Netflix show?
It already came out. Yeah.
Yes,
Really?
it goes with the album of the same name, I believe.
Really?
It's like an animated special, yes.
Ooh.
So that is,
As
I
a
believe,
Cu-
out
as a
now.
As a Cudi listener, I should probably watch it.
Too bad you didn't get any of the Cudi questions.
Yes,
But
which sucks.
I'm coming to you, Dan, for your own music question. I ask you, what song originally released in 1985 was popularized in the modern age by the Netflix show Stranger Things?
Came in 1985. Stranger Things. I know I saw like the first three or four seasons. What song? I don't know. I'm probably gonna kick myself when it
No
comes
guess.
up.
You might. Tom, any guess?
Would that be Kate Bush's "Running Up That Hill" and the album "Hounds of Love"?
I can't confirm that album. I'm going to assume
is.
that's right. That was impressive.
I'm an
Never
80s
mind,
fan,
never
so
mind.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was going to call myself an 80s
Never
fan,
mind.
but I'll step back from that. I hate this song. I'm
I
so
also do.
sick of this song. I wish they'd stop playing it.
Never mind. I'm
There's
not
a lot
kidding
of-
myself. I never heard of it.
There's a lot of good covers of it out there.
I think hers is original. I think it was good. It was well done in the show, in the scene that they used it in. Stop playing it on the radio. It's 2022. Tom, we are coming to you to finish up music.
Yeah.
Big 80s fan here. I ask you, what movie did the song "The Power of Love" first make its debut in?
Oh, I can tell you who wrote it, but I can't tell you what movie it's in.
80s song?
Other Tom.
Oh, sorry.
Not you yet.
Oh.
But if Tom does get it right, we are coming to you, Tom.
Yeah, I'm not getting that one, unfortunately.
No guess?
I'll just say, I guess The Breakfast Club, but
Breakfast Club is unfortunately incorrect. Thomas, now you get a chance to answer this one.
Sorry. I'm confusing with the Tom.
All good. We got two Toms here today.
What movie? Footloose?
Footloose, also unfortunately the incorrect 80s movie. Back to the Future, Huey Lewis in the News, Power of Love, and Back in Time were released for that movie. But that finishes up music, for us. We're moving on to sports and games. So Dan doesn't seem happy about that one. The two Toms seem a little more excited. So we'll see how this goes. Thomas, for the first sports and games question, I ask you, how many regular season games are in a standard NBA season?
Oh, that would be 82 games.
That would be 82 games. That is the correct answer. And so, Daniel, we are moving on to you. I ask you, which 2013 video game sold 11 million copies, generating $800 million the first day it launched?
I want to say 2K.
2K is unfortunately incorrect, so Tom, you get a chance to steal here.
that'd be Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, also a good guess, also unfortunately incorrect. Answer is GTA 5.
Oh, I was
2013.
thinking sports.
I think that's 2012. I always think that's
I was-
a year
I was
before.
thinking
More sports.
sports,
Sports
not-
and games. GTA counts as a game.
Okay. I didn't.
But yeah, we're coming to you, Tom, for your own question. Ask you, which NFL team is the only team to complete a perfect undefeated season?
Miami Dolphins did it in '72. If we count a regular season, Patriots did it in '08. But if you're looking for the whole thing, it's Miami Dolphins in '72.
It is the 1972 Miami Dolphins. Again, Tom is just impressing us with a wealth of knowledge over there from the 70s and the 80s, apparently. Thomas, I'm coming to you for your own sports and games question. You're potentially last of the night. I ask you, how many playable characters were in the original Super Smash Brothers?
Okay. It's either 10 or 12. Okay.
Gonna
Name
need-
most of them. I'm going to go with 12.
12 is the correct answer. It came preloaded with 8, and 4 were unlockable. I'm not going to bother naming them. Dan, we're coming to you for your last sports and games question of the night. I ask you, how much money does it cost to purchase Park Place in a game of Monopoly?
Is that the one before Boardwalk, right?
Can I give any hints?
So Boardwalk
I will
is
neither
usually
confirm or
2,000,
deny that.
So I want to say like 1,500.
1,500 would be an awfully steep cost, so it is unfortunately incorrect. But you are on the right track about it being one of the most expensive places. Tom, you get a chance for the steal here.
That'd be 450.
450 is close, unfortunately incorrect. 350, you are right. It does come right before Boardwalk. Park Place and Boardwalk, if I'm not mistaken, are the two dark blue properties. Or I'm completely wrong, but I don't think I am.
Oh wait, no, 2,000. Yeah, no.
1,500 is about how much you start with.
If you have a hotel on it.
Yes, that's the rent, yes. So we are finishing up sports and games here with Tom. I ask you our last question of the night. Bit of an easy one. What are the 4 suits in a deck of cards?
Club, spades, hearts, diamonds.
Club, spades, hearts, and diamonds are the correct 4 suits. So with that, we are finishing off our normal rounds. We're going to move into our wager round. Before that, we'll take a look at the scores, take a look at who is placed where. So in first place here, we've got Thomas with 2,150. Tom, you are in second place with 1,900. Dan, you are in third with 625. But because of this wager round, it is still anybody's game. Like I said, we're moving on to the wager round here. So with that in mind, I'm going to ask you guys which categories of the 6 that we all want to be quizzed on here tonight. So I will collect these 3. You guys will wager on 1, do that question, wager on the next, do that question, wager on the third, and that will be your final score. So Thomas, you are in first place. You get to choose the first category that everyone's going to be quizzed on here tonight.
I'm going to do movies.
All right, we're going to start off with movies. After movies, Tom, what are we moving on to?
We can do sports and games.
Movies and sports and games. Dan, last but not least, history. So we're going to start with movies, move on to sports and games, and finish off with history. So if you guys want to make wagers based on your scores, Remember, we are going to be looking at movies right now. So based on how you think you're going to do in the movies category, again, if you get it right, you get these points. You get it wrong, you lose these points. So reminder of scores, Thomas, you've got 2150. Tom, you've got 1900. Dan, you've got 625. So when you guys have those scores done, you just give me a thumbs up. Thomas is ready. Dan is ready.
Sorry.
No worries. Let me know when you're
You
good.
just want the wager on there too?
Just the wager, yep.
Okay.
Good? All right. For however many points you wagered, I'll put 30 seconds on the clock once I finish reading the question. When those 30 seconds are up, you guys will put pencils down, show me your answers. I'll go down the line. For however many points you wagered, I ask you, from movies, what country does the Midsummer celebration occur in during Midsummer? 30 seconds on the clock.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes, we're looking for the country that the Midsummer celebration occurs in during the movie Midsummer.
This isn't a trick question like the Grand Budapest Hotel, right? It's a real country.
It is a real country.
Okay.
I can confirm that much. You guys got about 15 seconds left to name a country. If you have no answer down, you will lose however many points you wagered. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pencils down. Thomas, I'm going to come to you first. See how much you wagered, what you guessed.
So never seen it.
Okay, so you wagered 150 points. You guessed Norway. That is unfortunately incorrect, which means Thomas will lose 150, bumping him down to 2,000 flat. Dan, let's come to you next.
20.
Only wagered 25, played it safe, guessed Zimbabwe. Also, unfortunately incorrect, moving a little further than Norway was. So you'll bump down to 600. Tom, last but not least, 0 points, played it safe, guessed Australia. Also, unfortunately incorrect. Excuse me, the movie takes place in Sweden. So you're right with the kind of Nordic area there,
I wanted
but
to guess that.
yep.
Because it was the other question we had earlier.
Yep, yes, there was another Sweden question earlier. So that doesn't change the scoreboard too much. You guys played it safe here today. Thomas, still in first place with 2,000. Tom, you have remained in second place with 1,900. Dan, you are in third with 600. Again, you guys have 2 more questions to go. Anyone's game. With that in mind, if you guys want to make your wagers based on, we're doing sports and games now. So if you want to throw your wager down, again, you get it wrong, you're losing these points. If you get it right, you're getting them. Very close game. When you guys are ready, you can give me the thumbs up. Dan's ready, Tom's ready, Tom's writing his wager down. All set. All right, 30 seconds on the clock when I am done reading the question. From sports and games, I ask you, what is the name of the Los Angeles Dodger that hit a walk-off home run with a broken leg in Game 1 of the 1988 World Series? 30 seconds on the clock. I'll repeat that in a simpler form. 1988 World Series, a Los Angeles Dodger hit a walk-off home run in Game 1. We are looking for his name. About 10 seconds. Dan wrote his answer awfully quick, so either he definitely knows it or absolutely does not.
I can tell you it's the latter.
The latter. I've got about 10 seconds left. You guys want to jump the shark here? You want to use these last 5 seconds?
Nah, I'm not going to change my answer at this one.
3, 2, 1. That is time. Thomas, we're going to come to you first.
Okay, so I can't even name a player from the 80s.
Okay. So he has Barry Bonds, unfortunately incorrect. So you will lose 100 points for that question. Again, playing it safe here. Dan, we're coming to you next. Again, played it safe, wagered 50. He guessed Babe Ruth. That is also unfortunately incorrect, so you'll knock down to 550. Tom, last but not least, 900 points, unfortunately did not get an answer down. The answer was Kirk Gibson. So Tom will knock down to 1,000 there. Still in second place. Still anyone's game based on your wagers. It is not a runaway game quite yet. Thomas is still in first place with 1,900. Tom is in second with 1,000. And Dan is in third place with 550. So again, it is still anyone's game by a slight margin. If you guys want to make your wagers based on that, remember we're going to history to finish up the night. So when you guys get your wagers down, you can let me know. Again, 1,900, 1,000, and 550. Tom is good. Dan is good. Thomas is good. Final question of the night. For however many points you wagered for potentially the entire game, I ask you, from history, what was the first mammal in space? 30 seconds on the clock. Looking for the type of mammal that was the first to enter space. You guys wrote your answer down pretty quick. Do you want to use that last 20 seconds, or is everyone pretty confident?
Pretty confident.
Good. All right, we're just going to skip the waiting period then. Thomas, I'm coming to you first.
I said monkey.
Wagered 50 points and guessed monkey. Monkey is the correct answer. It was a monkey named Albert II. Made it to space, never made it back.
No.
Yeah, kind of sad, but it was like in the 60s. It's fine. He's all right. Dan, you guessed dog was I believe, the second mammal in space. was a dog sent up by the Russians. Unfortunately, lose your 550. That was a good guess, but unfortunately incorrect. Tom, we're coming to you last but not least. Chimpanzee, monkey. We'll give it to you. Monkey, chimpanzee. So you will get the 1,000 there. So at the end of that very big wager round, Dan is in third place with 0 after going big and going home. Wow, if I'm reading this correctly, Thomas is in second place, with 1950. Tom, thanks to some savvy wagering, is in the lead with 2,000. So Tom is officially our winner tonight with that big wager at the end there. Tom, how do you feel? What do you do next? You go to Disney World or what?
I guess so. Yeah. I guess we're taking our talents to South Beach, and you want to play for the Miami Heat.
Yep. Thomas, how do you feel you said you were gonna maybe play it safe, maybe mix it up a little bit. Are you regretting anything yet, or?
I was banking on just defending the lead.
That's fair. I will say, I was looking at the scores, and I thought you'd wager just enough to squeak out the win there. But unfortunately, lost it by just 50 points. Dan, I absolutely respect your efforts of putting it all out there at the end. Would have made it a lot closer game. I appreciate that you did not just wager 0 and hope the other two got it wrong. That was a bold strategy, and it usually works out.
Yeah.
Usually works out. Thank you to our contestants, Thomas, Dan, and Tom, for a great show here tonight. They're all great sports. Congratulations to Tom on bringing home the win on his first game show appearance. If you would like to see more of Quiz Show, in-person Quiz Show, quarantine Quiz Show, all the names we've gone through over the past couple years, you can find them right here on the channel, MCTV HD. But for now, I'll sign off. I will see you guys next week, or whenever these come out, with a brand new episode. Good night, stay safe, everyone. We'll see you next time.